Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Returner looking to create better field position. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Peterson. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Testing the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Running past the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff heading left. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. This is the 6th play on the drive. Here's that defense shifting again. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. To throw, it's Peterson. He's running out of time here. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. It's a run to the left. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Here comes the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Wideout's now clustered. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Now it's second down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Tight end goes in motion. And now the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver in motion now. Sticking with the running game. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Ball handed off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Scanning the field. It's Peterson. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. A pre-snap motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you can really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Get some space around the 30. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. If teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a short completion to the big tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They set it for a field goal in the last possession. We're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Peterson. So we've reached the 2-minute warnings. This offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Backed up second and long at the 17. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here. And instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Bringing pressure. Incomplete. It was good as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team on the field now. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Not going to be easy here here, backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick grab. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
That's another positive gain here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's looking to scramble. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up for the first down and goal.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
4 receivers split wide on second and inches. To the air, it's Peterson. Pressure is coming. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. A great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 35-yard line. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Miami. No chance to catch it.
Love the aggressive call here by the offense coordinator to get the touchdown as time runs out. Now you're down 2 with all this momentum. Do you go for 2 to tie this game and go in at half with a ton of momentum and belief that you can win the game?
Kicker on the sidelines. They'll go for 2 points here, trying to tie the score. They'll try to run it with the option. Oh, and he stopped short. The 2-point try fails, and that is how the first half comes to an end. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Canes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Breaking free at midfield. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. There ain't no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And the wideout goes in motion, and the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, South Carolina. Still no answer for this offense. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Oh, he's missed it. Extra point is no good. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in a wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Spinning out of the tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They're going to run it here. Powering right past the defender. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. Scanning the field, it's Peterson. Finds his man, has the first down. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown for the U.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to his receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows him what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for two here, trying to tie the game. The linebacker shifting around now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped short. The two-point try fails. They're still down by 2. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that previous play. And now the running back's got it again. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Ball carrier finally out of bounds, but a huge pickup by the offense to end this third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Trying to extend the play. They're going to pull it down and run. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
The Gamecocks are in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Makes a nice move there. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Just makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him down out near the 40. No huddle here for the offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass. It's Peterson. The pass rush closing in. And the pass rush has trapped him into sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
For the offense getting set, this is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's going to take off. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. To throw, it's Peterson. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, they had to have the score, but now, Kirk, national championship on the line. They got to get the ball back and score again.
You love to see the fight in this team. They're not giving up. They know what's at stake. They're trying to win this national championship, and with that score, they've got a shot. But now, really, it comes down to catching a break on the onside kick. The ball has to bounce right, and somehow you've got to recover it to give yourself a shot.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here.
What a great job of coming up with that onside kick. Now it's going to be interesting to see how they work the clock. All you need is a field goal here late in this game. Let's see how aggressive their offensive coordinator is.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. To the air, it's Peterson. Running back has it on a screen now. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
The pocket breaking down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a quick grab. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
And the Canes have first and 10 here. Setting the back in motion. He'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. The offense just going to take a knee here. This one is over, and they can begin to think about how to improve. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. He made it! It's a field goal to win a national championship. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Miami Hurricanes.
Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Rice rushes to the line. Off play action. On the run, still looking. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Across the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense...
Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Toss to the outside. On the move is the 30. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Running to the left. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's loose. Touchdown, Rice. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better...
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back goes in motion. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Owls! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This guy just has...
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but... Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback will audible. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but... A 1st down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the 1st half. This is a good start.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slides away. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop. 1st down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it inside the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On second down, just keeps firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Another incompletion on third down.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, the long. Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride, and then...
Oh, look out! And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. First down to start the drive after the break. On the ground, it's Best. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Bought a little time, lets it go. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position. He'll take a shot. And it's caught! Touchdown Owls! With that, the lead. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. They'll run it to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Gonna run it. It's Raymond. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. And the route is on. On first down, here comes this offense.
Roll it. 46.
The give to the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Got enough space. Touchdown now. And when you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really important.